In this video, I will walk you through how to sign off a competency submission for your trainees in OneFile. I'm going to show you two procedures. The first, signing off a competency with which you are immediately satisfied. The second, a competency that must be amended before it can be considered satisfactory. I'll start in my email inbox where I've received notification from OneFile that I have submissions to sign off. Clicking this link will take me directly to the OneFile login page and then directly to the competency to sign off. I will also show you, though, that you can access this submission from your task notifications in OneFile. You can see on my OneFile Assessors homepage that I have two tasks awaiting my attention and that they are asking me to sign off the competency submissions that have been sent. Now that I'm in the competency submission, I can review both the standard against which my trainee is asking me to assess, which in this case is contribute to the education and training of colleagues within the Introduction to Healthcare Science, Professional Practice, and Clinical Leadership module, as well as any supporting evidence that the trainee has attached. In this instance, the trainee has elected to make use of the free text evidence area, though if elected, the trainee can also make use of the document attachment feature, which I will show you in just a bit. After reviewing the evidence, I will confirm that I am happy with the trainee's knowledge in this particular area of the module, and I will indicate that by ticking the box next to the selected competency. If desired, I can also leave specific feedback to the trainee. I can also annotate or comment on specific pieces of the trainee's evidence with the annotation feature. After leaving feedback, I have the option to request that my trainee acknowledges this feedback in the form of a task in the trainee's account. This is not required, but certainly suggested if you would like your trainee to acknowledge that you have left specific feedback. Lastly, I will sign off on this assessment by ticking the appropriate box at the bottom of the submission, confirming I am happy with my comments and selections. I will then click Save and Quit to return to my task screen. By navigating to my trainee section of OneFile, I can view this particular trainee's portfolio progress and see that the standard for that module has now been fulfilled. I will now show you how to return a competency submission to a trainee for further work before signing it off as complete. This process is very much the same. However, in this case, I will not tick the box confirming the standard within the framework has been met. Again, I will open the assessment via my Tasks panel. You can see this time the trainee opted to use the evidence attachment feature rather than the free text evidence area. Now, after reviewing the evidence, I've decided the trainee provided evidence in terms of our department, but did not consider the entire trust. I will leave this feedback in the appropriate area. As I'm asking the trainee to provide more evidence, I will use the Resubmit button rather than the Save and Quit button. This will send the submission back to the trainee in draft mode, where they can add more evidence as required. If I now navigate to the trainee account, I can see that there are task notifications. I'm being asked to resubmit the competency. I can also see I'm being asked to acknowledge the feedback left earlier for the satisfactory competency. Clicking the task for resubmission, the trainee can review the feedback and act appropriately. Let's now say a few weeks have gone by and the trainee has discovered areas to improve in the trust. That evidence can now be added to the submission and sent back to the assessor. Now going back to the assessor's account, I can see that the task has returned, so I will re-review the submission. Again, looking at the trainee's portfolio progress, I can now see that this competency has also been completed.